First of all, welcome to Bunnies TV. We've been trying to get you on for a couple of years, mate.
Yeah, I know I'm an enigma sometimes. My mum calls me that too, but it's good to be here. It's a great occasion. So,
Mum's been on. Mum's been on.
Has Tom's
been on. We haven't had Georgie.
Your boy's doing a great job, actually. It's really good. I see you still online, so it's good. It's a pleasure to be here.
Luke and George are on the hit list, mate. Days like this, what do they mean to you, mate, the Spar events?
Well, listen, the Spar events, the wider community of South Sydney is pretty, it's large, but the boys, Garlic, Donato, the whole committee there do a great job putting this together. So, and I guess today it's pretty cool. Involved myself, Greggy and Johnny Sutton, so that's a great day. The best thing about the day is you see the old faces, old players, present players, so it's good to be a part of it.
And mingling with the fans, mate. You must be excited to see some of the old fans.
Always good, always good. The funny thing is, the faces don't really change. They don't change, the same people, very loyal and very patriotic, so it's good.
Of course it is, mate. We might talk about a couple of the other legends. I mean, we've spoken about you today on stage here, but John Sutton being a local legend. Not only that, you're really good mates with him. Tell us what John means to you, mate.
Yeah, no, he's one of my best friends. He's a great guy. I love him to bits. He's one of those teammates that I've done anything for, on and off the field. He didn't have to ask him twice to do much, and he's just a great teammate. If he thought the same about me, I'd be very happy. I call him Skip because to me he was my skipper. Yep. He captained me when I first came here. For a number of years, he was my skipper, so he means a lot to me. He's a good boy, and I'm looking forward to the next sort of 10, 15 years working with him. I'm sure we're going to have some fun again.
And what about a big friend of the program, Troy Slattery, mate? Was he a part of bringing you out here originally?
Mate, funny story with Slats. A great guy, Troy Slattery. He played at Wakefield over in the Super League with my good friend Chris Feather, and I came travelling here in 2008 as a backpacker, and he let me stay in his house for 2 weeks. He had 3 kids at the time. It was Max, Bella, Kiara. Alfie was just a twinkle in the eye at that time, but we stayed in his house, me and my 2 friends. We were like backpackers on holiday, so you can imagine we had a good time. And anyway, he took me to Redfern whilst just on holiday. He took me and said, this is South Sydney, it's where they play. And when I got the contract through and agreed with Russell and the club to come over, I'd already signed, but I didn't tell him. I called him, I said, hey Slats, I've got a contract with South, I think I'm going to sign it. And excuse me, he said, oh mate, I don't know, I think he wants the show. And I hung the phone up and thought, Jesus, I've already signed, I didn't have the heart to tell him. He rang me back 5 minutes later, he said, Sam, signed the contract. I said, yeah, I already did. I'm coming over, I'll be there in a few months' time. So I landed on my 21st birthday. I had a busy day, but I went to his house that night and stayed over the first night in Australia with him. So, great friend, loyal guy, and what a great guy, good family.
And he also lives close to Coogee. We'd had some good times down Coogee, mate, the Palace, Coogee Bay.
Oh, I didn't frequent them so much. I kept my head out there as much as I could, but I had a couple of quiet barbecues at his place. Like I say, good family, good people, and that's what the club's really essentially about.
Mate, 2010 you came over to the mighty Rabbitohs and you played a trial game at Redfern, a return to Redfern game. Russell presented you with a membership for your father, mate. I happened to be right behind the goalpost. What a special moment that was.
Yeah, no, it's a really special moment. I spoke about it tonight. I think buying into the club, the culture, the history, the spirit of the joint. And I think that moment was the moment that really sort of opened my heart to the place. I thought it was a pretty magical touch by Russell. It meant a lot to me, and it hit me somewhere I didn't think I could be hit, and it landed really well. I'm sort of on the spiritual home of the club at Redfern. He's a smart guy, Russell Crowe. He's pretty. He knows what he's doing. And it landed well. I respected that place like it was my own, and like I say, it's a long time ago now with some great memories.
And it didn't take much to fire you up, but that particular trial game, you flogged a couple of blokes, come off the line and turned the match and had a few turnovers, mate. I think Madge said, well, we might get him off, mate.
There was a couple of young fellas from Manly, I think, that talked to me, they said they wanted my scalp, I think, that week. So I got myself ready for a big game, but 5 minutes in I figured I was playing against some younger kids. I'm fresh off a test series against the Aussies, I'm playing against some under-20s, so I played 20 minutes, I came off, I think.
You're in good nick, mate. 2014, special time for you. Never forget that.
Yeah, big year. It's a big year. It's probably most memorable of my career, and just so many great little times, stories throughout the year. But you know, it meant a lot to so many people. I think today we still feel it. You know, the weight of that year. But you know, the key is now the guys have got to do it again. It's not easy. They were close last year. Who knows what they can do this year? But you know, one thing you can say is that it's those times sort of stay with you forever. So it's great motivation for the new guys in the seat now. But you know, for me, it's cracking year.
And the Burgess family, obviously, we spoke about 210, but we got your brother Thomas, who probably arguably the last 2 weeks been a couple of his best games in years.
Yeah, he's been playing great. You know, he's playing in the middle is a hard job. He's a big boy. The game's quicker. And he handles it so well. So you know, I'm really proud of what he's doing. It's sort of going from strength to strength. He's outlived all of us on the field. He's played more games than all of us. It's a pretty impressive career. I'm really proud of him. He's doing really good for the family.
The other bloke we're commemorating today is Greg Inglis. Have you played with a better player than Greg, talent-wise?
Nah, he's the best. He's the best I played with over my career. You know, Cody Walker's pretty special. You know, Cody did some things on the field I've never seen done before. It's pretty magical. But Greggy, he had I don't know where he came from. Some of the things he could do were just, you know, unimaginable. So it's good to see him tonight. I've not seen him for a while. So mate, it's good seeing his highlight reels. I remember I had the front row seats to those. You know, I was on the field watching it all live. So I'm pretty fortunate about that.
No worries, mate. Too much for your time, mate. Thanks for joining us on Rabbitohs TV.
Cheers, mate. Can we get a turnaround on this camera? Because I wanted to see if you got a 2-for-1 deal on those shirts, boys. Or maybe I'm just going to turn this around. I'm going to turn this around.
People have been saying that all day, mate.
I think the boys got a bit of maybe.
I didn't get the memo.
No, you didn't get the memo, but I think it was buy one get one free. But you look well, boys.
Connor,
hey, they're doing a great job.
Connor's menswear, mate.
Well, there we go. Good plug. Cheers, mate. That was good.